Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dude, Where's My Coin? Four guys sitting around, drinking craft beer, and talking cryptocurrency. I'm Rick, and I'm here with my buddies Brian,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Zach,
What's going on, guys?
and Brad. Hey Brad, why don't you take a second and talk about the beer we're drinking today?
All right, today we are drinking a Mango Even Keel Session IPA from Ballast Point Brewing Company in San Diego. It is the perfect balance of fruit and hops, and I have to agree, I'm not a big IPA guy, but this tastes pretty dang good. What do you think, Rick?
I think this beer is exceptional, and you did very well, Brad. I think half these people probably pause their video right now, and they're running out to the store to get some Ballast Point beer.
It's ideal for easy drinking.
So today we're going to talk a little news that's going on in the cryptocurrency world, and then we're also going to talk a little bit analysis and mistakes that we have made, and hopefully provide some information that will help y'all going forward. But before we get into that analysis, Zach, why don't you talk about what's going on in the markets?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing going on right now are all the scams that people are falling for. And we're getting a lot of new people here in the market, and they're on Twitter, and they think they're following the official page of a coin, and you'll see this scam that goes up that says, hey, send us 0.001 Ether, and we'll turn around and send you 5 or 6 Ether. Anytime you ever see something that wants you to send them a partial token to receive a token back, it's a scam. So there are things called airdrops, and those are run where you just sign up, and then you put your wallet address in there, and they send the tokens to you. So definitely don't ever send any money out there and expect something in return. It's a scam. You're going to get burned every time. And one person who's been really good about that in the market lately is John McAfee. So if you guys don't know who John McAfee is, he is listed as kind of like the crypto god as far as just, understanding cryptocurrencies. He's really vocal on Twitter, and he's been hacked a few times as well. And one thing about him is that he gets out there and shows people like, hey, this is how you can avoid a scam. And he's always making sure his Twitter is up to date, showing you where the official link is. And not only that, a lot of people think he's actually hurting the market. I would disagree because, he used to have his coin of the week, and then he has his ICO of the week. Look, go through and track his ICOs that he is actually behind and talking about and saying these are good projects. If you look at his track record, it's pretty impressive. So me personally, I'm a John McAfee fan, and not only that, the guy makes me laugh. If you've seen his work setup he's got for these guys, dude, sitting around a table like us, getting drunk like us, and doing crypto. John, let me know if you got an opening. I'm ready. Some other things going on in the news that we should talk about is came out about Bank of America. Have you guys heard anything about the Bank of America deal that just got released on Friday, I believe?
No, I didn't hear about it. What's going on?
So yeah, basically, here's what Bank of America is going to do. They have come out and said that they view cryptocurrencies as a risk. And so you may read that and say, well, of course they're a bank. They're going to view it as a risk. But what they're saying is that they're going to have to start updating their model to be able to compete with cryptocurrencies. And if you've done any research on Bank of America, you know they have 42 patents already for cryptocurrency. So they're way ahead of the game. And so when you start to see these big banks finally get involved with blockchain, and now they're not fighting anymore. You got, Jamie Dimon of Chase coming out first saying Bitcoin's a scam, it's fake, it's not real, and then you find out he owns Bitcoin, and now he's changed his whole mindset on it. So I think out of all the bad news we've been having going on, I think this is really great news. You guys got any thoughts on that?
No? Nobody?
Not really. I don't think it's really shocking that a bank is, skeptical on cryptocurrency. If a cryptocurrency were to take off, the banking industry is probably the ones who stand to suffer more than anybody else. So the fact that they're concerned about it or skeptical of it, for that matter, I don't think it shouldn't be too shocking. I don't think for anybody.
Yeah, and you look at Ripple. Ripple now was with MoneyGram. They've been using the X-Rapid payment system now. I know everybody, we don't like Ripple because, it works with the banks and, that's the whole thing about the, cryptocurrency and the decentralized currency. But hey, guys, banks aren't going to go anywhere. They're always going to be here. And seeing them getting involved with cryptocurrency and starting to use these platforms, especially with the blockchain, I think it's going to be really good going into 2018 and beyond. And then I know Rick wanted to talk a little technical analysis. I mean, even though he is our oldest member, that's why he's our wisest member. So Rick, why don't you go ahead and give us a little talk about some of the technical analysis you've been working on.
Yeah, thanks, Z. Definitely not the wisest. So, first I want to talk a little bit about mistakes, and you can make mistakes in crypto if you don't do any analysis before you make a purchase or do a sale. When I jumped into the market, it was mid-December. Got my Coinbase account set up. Heard all this stuff about Litecoin. Bought some Litecoin. It had started at $170 when I bought in. It was $330. At that point, I had seen that jump, and I was like, man, I'm on my way. Well, where's Litecoin now? Litecoin's around $200. I did no analysis. That was a huge mistake on my part, but at that point, I didn't know, and that's what we're talking about right now, to try to give you all a foundation to maybe help you make a more informed decision. But before I get into more detail, Brian, any mistakes that you've made in the market?
Yeah, I made a newbie stupid mistake, but if there's a lot of you guys out there who are just getting into this, I learned a valuable lesson this week. If you think you're going to buy a coin and you're trying to catch it on a dip or at a certain price or a point on the charts, make sure you've got money in place or a coin, Bitcoin or Ethereum or something, to buy it in that exchange. I was trying to buy some Neo this week when it was selling below Bitcoin prices. I didn't have anything in that exchange to buy it with. So I hurriedly jumped to another exchange, copied and pasted an address from the last transaction I made, and for a few minutes I didn't know where my money went. I actually sent it to the wrong exchange. Found it, but I learned something. If you think you're going to buy something during the day or during the week, make sure you've got your funds in place to do it. So I was literally saying, dude, where's my coin?
Awesome. Zach, any mistakes that you've made?
Oh,
Probably not.
I mean,
he's the crypto genius.
Obviously, yeah. I've made several mistakes.
You're the guy we go to for all of our financial advice, right?
And guys, remember, not only is this not financial advice, I'm not a crypto genius. Hard to believe, but it's true. But no, obviously, probably the biggest mistake I made is when I first got onto Binance. So I was always buying Ethereum. I hadn't really bought any Bitcoin at this point. So I was just moving Ethereum over because it's cheaper than Bitcoin, it's faster. So when I started setting all my favorites up on there, I set all the coins that I had bought paired with Ethereum. Well, as I learned very quickly that Ethereum does not drive the market. So I would buy things and I'm like, well, cool, this is, 2 or 3% over Ethereum, great. And I'd watch it and and every time I'd make trades and I go and look, I was losing money. I couldn't figure out why. And that's when I learned you got to base it off Bitcoin prices. So pretty much the first 5 or 6 coins that I bought that I thought I was buying on a dip, I was actually buying at some of the all-time highs. So make sure you're comparing Bitcoin to USD. It'll save you a lot of money.
Brad, what about you?
Similar to your point, eagerness. Overly eager. You've got some money, you want to get into the market, and you just jump in too fast. You don't do the research that you need to do. I've done that a few times, I should say, but just ready to get in there and not waiting for the right moment to actually make the move. Not doing the research ahead of time. We're all going to be guilty of it at some point, but hopefully we start to grow from it.
So Brad, could you say you've been kind of waiting for a coin like you to come into your life?
I have.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting. Yes, I have.
Wow. Hey, all right, we've got a little corny here.
Get this one. A little coiny.
Anyway, yeah. A little corny, exactly. Nice. So there's a couple things that you can do that can help you make a more informed decision. Understanding the charts is something that's important for everybody before you make a decision on the purchase of a coin. Again, TradingView and Coindogz are the two sites that I've learned and I've started using before I make a decision on when to enter the market with a coin. You know, two key factors that I look at are the relative strength index and the moving average. The relative strength index kind of tells you when a coin is overbought or oversold. This is a 0 to 100 scale, and if you're looking to buy a coin, you prefer if it's down below 40, maybe in the 30 range. That tells you it's been oversold, and that's a good time to buy. Something that's a much higher RSI in the 70, 80 range, that's when everybody's buying. It's overbought. That is not a good time to buy. And you can compare that to the moving average of that coin. Usually you can set those indicators at 50 days and 100 days if you're looking for a long-term hold. And ideally, you want to buy when the price of the coin is below those two moving averages, as well as having the RSI down in the 30 to 40 range. I was looking to make a purchase on Coinbase earlier this week. I was going to buy into some Ethereum. I'd kind of set a price looking at historically where it had been that I felt comfortable with, and that was around the $800 level. It'd been a little higher, it'd been running in the 830s, 840s, so I held back and I was waiting, and it got close to 800. I looked at the charts. It was below the moving average, and once it hit the 30 to 40 range and got to $800, that was the time. I bought that day. You know, the next morning when I got up and looked at Blockfolio, it said that Ethereum was $939. I thought I was a genius. High-fiving myself. Well, Blockfolio was wrong. It was actually about $835. It didn't refresh.
Then reality set in.
Reality set in. But still, I bought it at the price I wanted. Since then, it's been in the 830 to 840 range. You're not always going to hit bottom, you know, buy at the bottom by using these tools, but they will help you make a more informed decision. You know, I got it at the price I want. It met the criteria, and it prevented me from making a mistake and buying at a price that was too high for what the market was. So using this information can help you make a better decision when purchasing your coins going forward. Zach, you have anything to add on how you use analysis?
I mean, yeah, just like you were talking about, Rick, another tool that I like to use is coincheckup.com. It's a real easy way where you can compare the coin in the 24-hour, 7-day. You can look at the volume compared to Bitcoin. So Coin Checkup, you know, if you're starting off, it's a real simple website to use to check out. I mean, all the coins are listed on there. Highly recommended. Other than that, the only thing I've got left to say is that, hey, guys, make sure, watch out for scams. Check out John McAfee. John, remember, I'm always drinking too. Let me know. And as always, can be cool, stay cool. Rick?
Hey, thanks guys for tuning in for this video. If you like it, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down and tell us what's wrong. Make a comment. Subscribe to our channel. We'll have a link below to our Twitter account, to this delicious beer that we've been drinking today. So again, thanks guys. Peace.
I love you.